Welcome to Eternal Elements Learning Podcast brought to you by Tiasa Online. These podcasts are a part of the audio certificate programs on Tiasa Online. You're free to take these podcasts on your desired portal also, should you only wish to learn on the go. Thank you so much for engaging on these podcasts, and you can connect with the author on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. Hi, this is Niket Karajagi from Eternal Elements, brought to you by Tiasa Online. I'm talking about strategic management in the 21st century, which is a VUCA century. Volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. What is a vision statement? It's the future of the organization. It has to be in conjunction with your mission statement. They have to be congruent. They cannot be divorced. While I discussed that the mission statement is the heart and soul of the organization, the vision statement is the future, the grand future of the organization. And both have to complement each other. That's simple common sense. However, a lot of times, organizations give precedence only to vision statements and they discount their mission statements. That's when the incongruence sets in. Mission and vision both have to be aligned. And if they're not, you have a problem setting in for sure within the organization in form of the culture. People can get completely desperate to achieve their goals, not knowing what their sense of purpose is. Therefore, while the mission is the heart and soul of the organization, the spirit of the organization, the vision is the mind of the organization. It creates the grand reality, manifests the reality for the organization. Visions are extremely important because they guide the organization's growth. Vision determines the core competence in your area of contribution and the growth that the organization will thus accomplish. It also talks about the vision statement of your stakeholders. How do you want to add to the quality of life of your stakeholders? How do you want them to benefit? A vision statement must encompass that also. What happens when you have a vision statement? You build a vision community. When you have a vision community, what happens? People are aligned to the growth of the organization. All the policies, all the decisions, they are in line with a vision statement. And everybody is moving in one direction. Otherwise, it's like a chariot with so many horses which could be going in different directions, and it doesn't make sense at all. Therefore, visions are integral to the organization. They must be revisited every couple of years because we live in a VUCA world where everything is so uncertain, and visions determine how you're going to control the process of accomplishment of your goals also, because your control process of the organization should be designed to ensure that the vision gets accomplished. Visions create vision community within the organization. Everybody is oriented towards the vision, aligned towards the vision, and therefore it creates empowered leaders, high-performance teams, and therefore high-performance organization also. In the most turbulent times, organizations which have done well for themselves are the ones who've been driven by vision. If you're not driven by vision, you have a problem, and if you don't have a vision, you have a big-time problem. I have done a lot of vision workshops, and the workshops I realized that all managers, all leaders have different orientations towards where the company must go, and therefore they all have to sit down together and come to a consensus. This is exactly what the vision statement seems to be, and this is where we would like the organization to be led towards. Your vision statement determines your strategic goals. All plans, all goals, all actions which are in line with your vision are your strategic actions for sure. And when you're talking about strategic actions, please understand that they have to be in line with the vision. Otherwise, they don't qualify as strategic actions at all. And that's what possibly differentiates between transactional plans, actions, with respect to the strategic actions and the strategic plans. Vision is extremely important because in turbulence, it's the vision that bails you out. Vision is extremely important because it builds teams. Vision is extremely important because it gives a direction to the organization. But more than that, vision determines what your investment should be, what kind of capital assets should you get into the organization. It also determines your learning and development policies. It also determines the kind of innovation that you would want to do. It also determines how and where the organization would be in certain years. That could be the milestone years. Very, very critical. My suggestion to you is, you live in the 21st century, you can't run organizations without a vision statement ever. However, it also leads to another problem, which is called the agency problem or the agency theory, where when people are not aligned to the vision and mission, what happens? And that's something that we will discuss in our next podcast for sure. Thank you very much. This is Niket Karajagi signing off from Eternal Elements, brought to you by Tessa Online. I was talking about vision statement. I'm going to talk about the essence of agency theory in my subsequent podcast. Thank you so much for listening to me. I look forward to you being a part of this podcast series. See you in the next podcast.